If you want to be a successful trader, first, you need to accept full responsibility. In order for you to improve your results, you'll have to take complete responsibility for your actions. That means you cannot blame your broker, your computer, or the tip you got on social media. Your results starts and ends with you. The great part is that since you created this problem, you can also create the solution to fix it. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonaccis-Traders.com here with another daily market recap. Before we dig in the charts, please hit the like and subscribe buttons will be much appreciated. So without further ado, let's dig in the charts. CPI numbers came out exactly as the market expected, and we got a doji. A doji is the strongest signal in technical analysis for an indecision, and here we are at the 397 area. This gap here got filled. As we always say, more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time, and if we zoom in for the intraday levels, we can clearly see 397 is a very important level of support and resistance throughout November and December 2022. And if we look at the downside, 393 is a very important level of support. So always zoom in, zoom out to get a better point of view of price action, and we need to understand each and every candle, what it means in a series of candles. So we always look left, and with Friday, last day of the week, trading day, and Tuesday is the next trading day because Monday markets are closed. Let's see if we can get a push towards this trend line, and then we will be smarter. QQQ, same as the SPY. Doji, if we look left, we don't need any indicator on the chart. Just by looking left, we can see that the 279, 280, look left, support, resistance, support. So now doji off this important level of support and resistance. Let's see if Friday, if bulls can push price just a little bit more towards this trend line here. This trend line is a very important trend line that holds the lower highs since December and January last year. So let's see if bulls have enough power to break up and above, because it will be retesting number 5, and we all know 5 is a Fibonacci number. IWM continuing its strong breakout, breakthrough, break up, call it whatever you like, but finally above this major trend line. Let's clean the chart. Major trend line that started over here November and December of 2021, and every time price reached this trend line, it got rejected, and now finally broke up and above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth time is the charm, Fibonacci number. Dow Jones crawling up and above the 335 area. This gap here is filled. Now let's see, 350 will be the next test for the bulls. We can see short-term trend lines here, the yellow trend lines, short-term broadening formation, and if this broadening formation will validate to the upside, we can meet the orange trend line, which represents a bigger time frame broadening formation, price expanding to the upside. But 350, look left, resistance, support and resistance. So the 350 for Dow bulls will be a very big test. Jets, if you follow me on Twitter and if you are a member on our Discord, Fibonacci-Traders Discord, you know we are following Jets since the 18 area and now finally breaking up and above the 1920, 1914 area. And if you are a pattern trader, we can clearly see inverted head and shoulders. Fibonacci-Traders, we do not trade patterns, we only follow price, aka candlestick analysis, Fibonacci levels, and trend lines. As you can see, our charts are very, very clean to get a better point of view on price action. So Jets, 2050 will be the next area for bulls to retest. TAN, Solar ETF, once again reaching the upper trend line. This upper trend line goes all the way to January of 2021 as a very strong resistance. And now to the penny. Let's see if we can close the week above it. XLB, materials sector ETF. Clearly we can see here this trend line represents the higher highs. Every time price reached this trend line, it got rejected. Let's see if this time with this pattern, inverted head and shoulders, but again we don't trust patterns because patterns everybody sees different. Candlesticks everybody sees the same, so we follow candles. Now we are waiting to see if price can reach and break above this trend line, or are we going back to the downside. Either way, we have Fibonacci levels to manage the risk according. Bitcoin with a very strong days, and if we can see each and every day that goes, the candles are getting bigger and bigger to the upside, and now 19K area will be the next area for bulls to try and break up and above. And again, looking left, we can see September and October 2022, this 19,000 area was a very strong support. So now we can assume it will be a tough resistance. If bulls can push up and close the week above this one, we can assume that 21,500 will be next, but no one knows what will be the next candle. No one knows what price will do in the future. Next 15 minutes or the next week, doesn't matter. No one knows. All we can do is manage our risk. Apple, as you can see, slightly red day for Apple with a doji. Bulls and bears are fighting for the 130 and the 135. 135 is was a very strong support. Now, as we can see, December, and now let's see if January can close up and above the 135. Tesla, 4 consecutive dojis inside this box. So until we get a clear path and a clear break to the upside or to the downside, we do nothing on Tesla. Nvidia, after establishing this higher low, we have this low here, October lows. Now we have a new higher low, and Nvidia is going strong for the 170 area. Let's see if Nvidia bulls can push price to close the week above this area. This is a very important area of support and resistance, as we can see throughout 2022. Support, resistance, support, resistance, and now it will be again a very important bulls test. If price, in my opinion, if price will close the week above 168 next week, we can assume that this area of the 190 together with the crossroads of these several trend lines will be retested. Always look left and look for support and resistance area for price action. Netflix bulls looks like they're starting to get weaker. We can see several dojis except for Tuesday here. We can see several dojis grinding up towards the 334 area. Now let's see if bulls can close above it or stay below. No one knows. Just follow price, candlestick analysis, Fibonacci levels and trend lines, and as long as this channel is holding, it's an uptrend for Netflix until proven otherwise. Amazon reached the 97-98 area. It's an important area of support, resistance, and now once again reached and pulled back. Amazon is trying to get back and close this gap here, so pay attention to price and the levels of potential resistance for the upside. Meta reached the 138 as expected. Now let's see if bulls can close the week above or we will get liquidity before the long weekend. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe button so I know that you like these videos. Any comments, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. And until the next video, stay safe.